people over 40 could live an extra 5 years if they were as active as the top 25% of the population. So the less movement you have, the less time you're going to be on this earth.
To put it
Okay.
blankly.
You're going to fucking expire sooner than someone that actually is more active. Activity is the key to longevity.
This isn't an
We are,
opinion. This is a fact.
this is
There's so much
facts don't
data to
give a fuck
support
about
this.
our opinions, you guys. We are not moving enough. We are fucking sedentary as fuck. Okay. And I understand that because I would be sedentary as fuck if I didn't have intentional movement in my life. And I intentionally make sure that I fucking move my ass.
Yeah.
You need to intentionally move your ass.
Welcome to Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, the world's #1 no bullshit health and fitness podcast.
Are you ready to cut the crap with your diet and exercise, get strong as fuck, and build a healthy relationship with food? Then you've come to the right place.
Let's go. If you'd like to support us in the podcast, join our Patreon where you get exclusive content, which consists of monthly workouts you can do at home or at the gym, monthly challenges that are either strength, habit, or mindset based, and access to over 100 plus low-calorie, high-protein, family-friendly meals. These are all designed by a professional chef who is certified in nutrition. These recipes are already in MyFitnessPal for easy fucking tracking. New recipes are also added each week.
We believe that fitness is for everyone, so this is our way of getting you started on your health and fitness journey at a price most everyone can afford. So what the fuck are you waiting for? We'll see you in the Patreon. Nerd alert!
What's up, Nerdle? How are ya?
I'm fucking phenomenal. Happy.
Feeling better?
Day. Feeling better. I just want to proclaim to the universe, I defeated the man flu. And
Yay! I didn't hear from you that much this week, so I figured you were down and out.
Yeah, holiday weekend, I was down and out for a few days there, just recovering. It was really, my respiratory system took a hard hit there for a few days. It just really hurt to breathe.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I think it was on Saturday, it was just normal breathing was hurting me. So,
yeah.
and I was getting really winded. It was terrible.
You feeling better though?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Nice.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
How was your holiday?
It was good. It was really good. It was so nice to see my sister and my brother and my nephew and niece are getting so big right now. It's so crazy. I mean, fucking 16 and like 20.
Wow.
Where does the time go? So
Yeah.
that was fun. I'm glad to be home because travel, you know?
Always nice to be home. When we talked about
really
that
is.
last week, how it was impacting you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've been in my feels lately.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, and then you made a post on Instagram. What was it? Your rage, your menopause rage.
Yeah, like it comes in waves, and then you get these DMs like, "Oh my God, you should start HRT. My life changed when I started HRT." It's like, listen, HRT is not a fucking miracle, okay? HRT is not going to take everything away. I have a protocol for my menopause, right? I don't get night sweats anymore. I sleep pretty well. Like I do have my days where, I might have some off sleep, but for the majority, I get really good sleep. I'm not tired. I don't have body aches, I do, although have sometimes I would call them almost like premenstrual like feelings almost, and it doesn't really last too long. It maybe lasts like a few days, and then I won't feel like that for a month or so. So it's not like I'm consistently a raging bitch, right? I just have my moments where I'm just like, wow, I just feel ugh. And I think a lot of it has to do with not only being perimenopausal, menopausal, whatever, but the weather, the time of year really gets to me. The darkness.
Well, we're going, this
cold.
time of year is a big difference for a lot of people, right? Because it's such a big
Yeah.
difference. We lose hours. It's cold as fuck. Like it's gray out there right now.
Yeah, and it's depressing, and I'm feeling it, and so I think it's really a part of that as well. So I went and got some really vitamin D. That's like 5,000 I use. So upping my vitamin D.
So
and
important,
hoping,
especially this time of year, to supplement.
Hoping that I'm feeling better. I'm feeling
Nice.
better. Day 3 of like taking a strong vitamin D. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, vitamin D is, that's one of those supplements that there's so much support behind how it's, it's a positive, it's a helpful supplement.
Absolutely.
Vitamin D is, it's a fucking, like it's a hormone in a way. Like it's considered a hormone in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
super important.
Feeling better though. Doing good.
Good. Hey, so we talked last week, before we get into this week's episode, we talked last week about my 5K. So I did that 5K last week,
Yeah. And
Thanksgiving Day
you,
with a cold, mind you.
right? And
So
you,
I wanted to
you,
talk
P,
about that for a minute
you
because the night
PR'd.
I PR'd, right? And we talked about how I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a PR, go for a PR or not. And you're like, do it, Matt, do it, Matt. So fuck yeah, I did
Mm-hmm.
it. In spite of not feeling like the greatest, because the night before,
Right.
Wednesday night, was when I first started feeling like a head cold coming on in my
Mm,
sinuses. And then when I woke up Thursday morning for the race, I was like, yep, this is definitely a cold.
yeah.
But, I was like, all right, well, my goal now is to just show up and see how I feel when I'm performing. And thankfully,
Mm-hmm.
my lungs hadn't been under attack at that point. If that race was one day later, I would not have been able to do that 5K because I was just
Yeah.
walking. I was out of breath on Friday. But
Right.
yeah, it was a lot of fucking fun. I set up
Congrats.
23 minutes and like 35 seconds, I think, was my
That's fucking
unofficial time.
awesome.
And then my clock time was like 23:45 or something like that.
Fucking puke status.
Just about. Yeah, that's puke status. Yeah, I am.
Close to it.
Yeah, if you're not getting close to puking or puking after a
On a
5K, you didn't
5K.
go hard enough.
Absolutely. Right.
So
That's why I don't do 5Ks.
they're
You
hard
know what's
because
crazy?
you're just running hard for the entire
I
time.
love long distance, but
Same.
a 5K, fuck that. Like
Same.
honestly, like because you're going balls out for
You're at
3.1
RPE
miles,
like 8 or
and
9.
you're just fucking like feeling like absolute trash for 20 plus minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
rather just like do my nice long run. Does that sound crazy though?
For sure. Well, no, I
I
agree
just
with you,
I
Beth,
just
because
I enjoy long distances.
me too. This is only my my third 5K I've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't enjoy running short distances. I don't enjoy running hard. I don't enjoy running fast. Like that's not something I like
Yeah.
to do it for a long period of time, just like you. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be making a post about this too, but I just set a record, a PR on my 5K while not training for speed for 5Ks,
Right.
right? Like I'm doing it just
Mm-hmm.
by running longer distances, running further, slower. I mean, my average
Yeah.
pace time this year has been like anywhere from 10 to 11 minutes per mile, and that's my running pace. But I just ran
Mm,
7 minutes and a half on a 5K,
yeah.
right? So even though I wasn't training for speed, your speed improves by running slower. It's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
we
indeed.
don't want to waste too much time today about our own
We got some.
bullshit.
We're doing a Q
We
episode.
are.
We love doing these,
Yes.
and
So
so
we
I'm
have
gonna.
asked our community, our listeners, what y'all want to hear us talk about. What questions do you have for us, right? So
Yeah,
can we get started?
we should. I'm going to go back and forth from because I have some anonymous ones, and then I have some that are
Yep.
not anonymous because I gave
Same.
peeps the option. So, do you want to start?
I'll let you start.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Okay.
so welcome.
Okay, first, where did I get the tiger outfit? Okay.
I love the tiger outfit, by the way.
Oh my God, it's my tiger era. I've decided I'm actually going to get a tiger tattoo on my hand with a fucking lightning bolt through the tiger's mouth. That is my next tattoo, FYI, because I'm in my fucking cougar tiger era. Okay. Everything is a fucking lion. All right. I am wearing cougar, fucking leopard, tiger, you name it. Anyway, I got the outfit it's my new favorite store, Dressed in Lala.
What kind of a shop is that? Is that like an online store or a
It's an
local
online
shop?
store. I'm guessing they're in LA since it's Dressed in Lala, capital LA. That's all I know.
I saw your post this morning. It was like a fat loss or something related post. But I was like, wow, that's the best fucking outfit I've ever seen.
I fucking love it. And it's the most comfortable thing. It's like a sweater outfit. I love
Yeah.
it. It's comfortable.
Cool.
And I feel like myself in it. So that's where I got that outfit. That was the first
Perfect.
question.
So is that the kickoff question then? Nice little softball
That
there?
was the kickoff question.
Softball. Okay. Let's go. This is a really good question that we got from our Facebook group, actually. So this is a shout out to Melissa.
What's up,
Shout
Melissa?
Melissa out. She recently came on as a client into our mindful eating program that we just started.
Nice.
Super excited for her to work with her. But she has a great question. First of all, she said, first of all, you two are amazing. Not only are you both hilarious, but you have a wonderful podcast full of helpful information that is down to earth too. So thank you both. Much love. Much fucking love to you, Melissa. So she said, walking and digestion. For how long should we aim to walk after a meal to aid in digestion? 5 to 15 minutes right after we eat? Or is there a grace period to let food settle, similar to the not swimming for 30 minutes after eating idea? Love this question. As far as I know, that's not swimming after 30 minutes thing. That's bullshit. That was
I think that's a myth that our parents did.
Pool with us to watch
I remember
us
my
swim.
mom used to say shit like that.
But the science behind walking after eating, it is legit. So that little context here, something we recommend, right, is eating after you eat, go for like a walk, a 10-15 minute walk to
I
aid in
think it's like 10
digestion.
minutes is like the,
Yeah,
you
the,
know,
the benefits are about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, in
right.
terms, her question was, how soon should she do this, right? Well, I'm not saying like you don't need to eat and then, okay, hurry up, I need to go on a fucking walk, get my
I
shoes on,
know.
blah, 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 like hurry up. No, and in fact, waiting a few minutes would be beneficial because you do still want your body to start the digestion process. So I would say 5 to 10 minutes within finishing a meal or a snack, and then you go on your walk. So, finish your food, finish up doing what you're doing, get ready to go on your walk, get your earbuds ready, then just go on your walk for 10 to 15 minutes, and that'll
Yeah.
help that process
This is
there.
also something not to overcomplicate, you guys. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Like
just
let's not worry
eat
about the timing.
and be like, oh my God, I need to get my fucking 10-minute walk in ASAP. It's like, chill the fuck out, just sit there
Yeah.
for a while. And then, just when you feel it, just
The
do it.
sooner the better.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like
yeah,
yeah, the sooner you start walking, the sooner it'll help you start feeling better. So,
right.
but a
I,
lot of the research that I've read about this, within 5 or 10 minutes, then start moving. So yeah,
yeah.
definitely don't just start moving right away. You can, but the benefits seem to be about five to
Yeah,
ten
I
minutes.
mean,
So, but again, don't complicate it. So just
yeah,
get
please.
moving. It's going to aid your
Yeah.
digestion. It's going to improve your blood sugar control by
Hmm.
walking. So if you're somebody that's sensitive to blood sugar, go for a fucking walk after a meal.
Yeah,
Listen up, all you
exactly.
diabetics out there. Go for a walk after you eat.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to an anonymous one. Let's see. I
Okay.
haven't even opened them yet.
Let's see what you got.
All right, weight training 3 times a week. Is that, for example, day one, arms and shoulders, day two, legs and core, day three, chest and back, or do you need to be working full body 3 times a week? Thank you.
Ooh,
This is
good
a great
question.
question. Okay, so there's
That
the goal
split, I'm
deter
not a fan of that split, first and
the
foremost, for
goal
3 days.
determines the plan.
Yes.
Okay. What I really want to get to is stop fucking prescribing your own workouts. Okay. I think this is not talked about enough.
Yeah.
All right.
That
A
question
lot of
right there,
people,
you probably need a professional helping you.
if you asking that, that tells me that you're trying
That's a
to do your own,
the bodybuilding split,
you
and
know
it's
what I'm
not even
saying? That
doing your
might,
own.
yeah, that might even not even be something that you necessarily need. And it's like when people write their own workouts, if you're not a professional, it's just like chasing a fucking fart in the wind. That's what I have to say about that. I think that's not talked about enough.
I agree. And
You know,
the split she had, or I'm assuming woman, but maybe it's a man, but that split just isn't very good either.
yeah,
Like what you just described, that's a bodybuilding split, and that split should be done 6 days a week. Like that's a
yeah.
literal bodybuilding split. I doubt the person asking this is a bodybuilder.
And full transparency, I don't even write my own workouts. I've never written my own fucking workouts as a personal trainer that can write her own workouts. Why? Because I don't want to have to fucking worry about writing my own shit and thinking about it. And then when you have to write your own shit and you're thinking about it, you probably won't even end up doing it in the first place. Follow a plan. You just go to the gym and you fucking do what it says. There's no
Then you're not
second
thinking
guessing
about
what
these
you
things.
should
You're not
do, or oh my
spending
God, am I
energy on
doing
it.
this right? Or exactly.
Yes.
So to answer this, really, I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It's upper, lower, upper, lower.
Person is doing 3 days a week and they're committing to upper, lower, full body, upper, lower, full body. That's the split
Yeah,
right there for 3 days a
that would
week.
be perfect for 3 days a
You
week.
want
Or
to, you want to hit your muscle groups 2 to 3 times a week is what you're
yes.
looking for. If you want to build, if you're only looking to maintain, 1 day a week is going to be sufficient for that. But most people are wanting to build muscle. So that's why we
Right.
want to, you don't just do specific body part splits like that. That's a
Yeah.
bodybuilding split. And that's something that bodybuilder is going to be in the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours doing, not
Yeah.
50-year-old mother trying to get by and just improve her health and lose some body fat.
Yeah.
Now, we would be horrible promoters and coaches if we didn't promote our own shit here because
That's okay. So yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to follow a plan for $5 a month, you can join our Patreon. Matt writes the workouts every single month, so you can take these workouts and bring them to the gym, or there are home workout available as well, home like band and dumbbell. So
correct.
for
Right
$5 a
now, I
month.
think we still have that promo going, and I don't know. I think you might have to enter a discount code if you do want to get in on our promo for our Patreon. Just enter. It should be automatically applied, but if for some reason the promo is not applied to get that 25% off of our Patreon, enter our code CTC when you check out on the Patreon, and that'll secure that discount for you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Perfect.
$5 a month. Come get workouts from people that you know,
Yeah.
trust, and support. Support our podcast. We'll support you, and we'll all crush our
Hmm.
goals.
And any questions, once you join the Patreon, you can ask us in our Facebook group.
Yep.
So that's what I say. Follow a fucking plan so you're not trying to guess, right? Take the
$5
guesswork
a
away.
month.
That reduce the friction for yourself, you know?
Agreed.
Okay. I kind of went on a rant on
No,
that,
that was
but
good. That was good. And my turn now?
yes.
Okay, this is going to be a good one. This is from not my anonymous Q&A. Is walking enough cardio, or do I need to do something faster paced? Fucking phenomenal question.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those it depends questions. What Beth and I recommend is walking is foundational. Everybody should be walking. If you have the ability to walk, you should absolutely be walking. And this is part of the reason why we recommend like 10 to 15-minute walks every single day. Because if we break it down like that, the general recommendations from the government are
Mm-hmm.
150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity a week.
Yeah.
So if we take a walk, that's not going to be moderate, but it can be lower impacts to moderate, especially if you're just
Mm-hmm.
starting out. A walk is going to be moderate. Your heart rate's going to be higher. So 150 minutes a month or a week for that. We
Yeah,
do
a month.
if we do 10-minute walks a day, that's 140 minutes right there a week. So that's how easy it is to break it down into smaller pieces. Now,
Yeah.
depends on where you're kind of at in your journey, I think, with is walking enough, right?
For me, walking, I need more than walking to get my
Same.
cardiovascular activity in. I would be advanced at this point.
Walking for us at this point is something we maintain, right? We do to maintain
Mhm.
our normalcy, our schedule, our routine, our health, and help us feel good on
Yep.
the days when maybe we're not doing an intense workout, strength training, running, and things like that.
Mhm.
So you can also do a combination, right, of the 150 minutes, which is 75 minutes if you mix that up with moderate to high intensity. So if you're
Mhm.
looking at is walking enough, for most people, probably not. And you want to look at doing some type of a higher intensity cardio, at least once a week for 15 to 30.
Yeah, I do once a week of a higher volume cardio. Like
So what are some
I'll
ways we can do
run,
some higher cardio, Beth?
the rower, the elliptical, the stairmaster,
Mhm.
hiking.
Hiking, cross training.
But
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
usually have my like it just it depends on the weather. Like
Mhm.
what can you do? What do you have access to? That's really usually the most important, right? It's set out 30 to 45 minutes a week,
Mhm.
one day, and just get it the fuck done.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
for
just right.
just get it done. And for that lower effort too, if you're looking at zones, it's like that's zone 2 essentially is what we're talking about with like the 150 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
hopefully that helps.
But
Great question.
and also like start walking faster.
Start walking
You know,
faster. Yeah, you can walk faster. You can make your
take the
walking more
hills, walk
difficult.
fast up the hills. There's ways that I do make my walking more cardiovascular, and that's going harder, going faster, and going up hills.
Going up
And
hills. Yep, all
maybe
great
like doing
examples.
some sprinting in
Doing the
between
same
that.
distance in less amount of time because you're going faster. You can ruck,
Hmm.
add a backpack on. You can
Add
even
a
jog.
vest.
Yeah, a vest. You can run, jog, you walk for 4 minutes, jog
Hmm.
for 1.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing in our Fit Fat Strong Runner program. I just saw Doc Alyssa made a video about this today, I think too,
Oh
about
yeah.
somebody asking, and she's like, yeah, just go for a walk and then do 1 minute of running, jogging,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
over time increase it up to 10 minutes. Like that's
Exactly.
literally it's that simple.
Yeah. Yep. And honestly, as long as you're moving, just
Yes.
move your
Yeah.
body more than sit. I just read an article, actually. I'll read some excerpts from it. Actually, Esther posted this in her stories the other day, and it was like people over 40 could live an extra 5 years if they were as active as the top 25% of the population. So the less movement you have, the less time you're going to be on this earth.
To put it
Okay,
blankly.
you're gonna fucking expire sooner than someone that actually is more active. Activity is the key to longevity.
This isn't an opinion. This is a fact.
This is
There's so much
facts. Don't
data to
give a
support
fuck about
this.
our opinions, you guys. We are not moving enough. We are fucking sedentary as fuck. Okay. And I understand that because I would be sedentary as fuck if I didn't have intentional movement in my life. And I intentionally make sure that I fucking move my ass.
Yeah.
You need to intentionally move your ass.
Actually, I want to add a little disclaimer to the question or our answer about the cardio. If you're not already getting 6,000 steps a day, the method of cardio you're doing doesn't fucking matter. Get your steps up to 6,000 steps per day and then start worrying about the intensity of your cardio.
Right. Exactly. Yeah,
Because
that's a good
we
point,
know
Matt.
6,000 steps is where we start seeing substantial health increases and
And I'd even
improvements in
say
all-cause
7,500
mortality.
steps. I would move it up to 7,500.
Okay. I'm on board with that. I mean, yeah, at a bare minimum, if you're not already getting 6,000, move it up, get it to 6,000. But I don't want to see you just up at 6,000. I agree with you entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of steps, our Spotify Wrapped just came out today. So I'm looking forward to diving into that, the yearly recap that Spotify does for
Oh,
people
cool.
listening to their music and podcasters. And our best episode last year, guess what it was? According to
What?
Spotify, or this year, is What's the Deal with 10,000 Fucking Steps? Episode 139. So a little shout
Interesting.
out there.
I don't even remember that episode.
I think we were talking, I think we made that episode. If I'm not mistaken, that episode is back when you were traveling to Florida and stuff. And we were talking
Okay.
about how you were able to get 10,000 steps a day while doing a road trip.
Oh, right.
So
Yep.
apparently that was our best episode according to Spotify
That's
this
fucking
year.
awesome.
Guys,
Maybe we should.
yeah, go listen to it, guys. Episode 139.
Maybe we could do like a double episode week or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Holidays are coming up. It's good time for us to replay some of those classic episodes,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question here. When taking progress photos, should you flex or relax your arms and abs? Whatever you do it the same fucking thing. Every time that you take progress photos, just do the same thing. But like Matt said, do both. I do flexing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You want
I
to see the
can't,
fucking muscle. Like
I don't know how to flex my abs, but I don't.
when I don't flex, I don't look like I barely lift. I look like
Right,
a pretty
exactly.
average guy. But when I flex, I at least have some muscle definition.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, I would flex. I
yeah.
don't know. You do whatever the
If you're
fuck
only
you
gonna do
want.
one, flex. But I would recommend both.
Do the same thing each time you take photos.
Be consistent with it. Pick
That's
one
what
of those and
matters.
Be consistent with it.
Because when you're comparing the photos, you want to look at them in the same
So you want the same
position.
poses too, right? Front,
Exactly.
side,
So
back.
do a couple different ones.
Yeah.
These are your progress photos. You do whatever the fuck you want with them.
There you
right?
go.
Just do the
Yes.
same thing.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. All righty, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
This question comes from our Facebook group. Shout out to Curtis. He said, "Hey Matt, can you talk about when protein is important, e.g., before my workout or after, same or more, spread out throughout the day or in big bursts? I eat it with every meal or snack, but because I'm in a deficit right now, I'm bad for not eating my calories until I'm hungry versus fueling for my walk or workout or post-workout if it's not mealtime." Okay, so to make this very simple, protein timing,
Yeah.
When's the best time to eat your protein? The best time to eat your protein is consistently throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Protein timing really fucking doesn't matter. What matters is you're getting your overall protein goal for the day. Now, for fat loss, there's benefits to front loading your protein. There's benefits to front loading your protein earlier in the day just to make it easier to attain a big number. So, starting with breakfast, start front loading your protein, build your meals around protein. But here's one thing I want to say. Protein prior to your workout doesn't fucking matter. Like protein is, your body doesn't use protein for energy. It doesn't want to. If your body's using protein for energy, your diet is drastically.
You're a fucking carnivore.
Yeah, you're doing.
Sorry.
Pre-workout, like carbs are what's important. Fat is depending on the type of workout you're going to be going through. So if you're looking to fuel your body, carbs are your go-to there, not protein. In terms of after your workout, you're not going to wither away. There's no anabolic window. It doesn't matter if you don't get it within 30 minutes of your workout. Just get it in when you can. Literally, like it's that simple. We've made it so complicated. Anabolic window is bullshit. If you don't have protein within 30 minutes, you're going to be fucking fine. Yep. Consistently throughout the day is the best time to have your protein.
Yes. Good answer, Matt. Okay. This is a great question. I love this. This is one of my favorite questions I get, actually.
Okay.
Suggestions on introducing kids to weight training. My son is almost 11 and has expressed interest. Good. Yeah, it's so exciting.
Go!
Strength training has changed my son's life. I swear. He loves his trainer. So for me, how I got my son into strength training was I hired a personal trainer that is used to working with children. The gym that I used to coach at, lucky for me, it's not far from me, and I know the coach is there, and I was able to get him in with someone that can coach kids. So that's what I did. So maybe my suggestion would be for you to find someone in your area that works with kids, because a child that's 11 cannot go to the gym by themselves anyway, right? My second suggestion would be, if you have a home gym, if you have access to things at home, maybe, and you work out at home, maybe get them involved with you. Obviously, make sure they're safe, but you don't have to like worry about their programming and being perfect. It's just getting them familiar with the equipment and how to move their bodies.
Yes,
really.
exactly.
That would be my suggestion. I don't really know if everybody has access to actually hire a coach.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's obviously a great option, though. If you want to do it, and if they're showing interest in that, then definitely, and you have the means to do it,
Yeah.
for sure. But then
Yeah.
the second point there, right? Getting them involved from, if you have stuff at the gym at home, get them involved. That's the best way. If they're showing interest, jump on it. So
yeah, and any way you can.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go to the gym and work out for 30 minutes. You want to come join me? Do a couple of things, right?
Yeah. I think you can go to the gym with parental guidance.
What's that?
I don't see, that's the thing where I think it's tricky.
Yeah, most gyms are weird.
I think it's 13.
Yeah, most gyms I would agree with are 13 or 14. Yeah, because your kid's not going to have their own gym membership at 10 years old, probably.
Right. So Johnny started out with a trainer because of that fact. And I was actually trying to coach him myself, and that wasn't working out too well.
I see. So that's what I've been doing, right?
I started coaching Johnny in our basement, gym, and he would not listen to me. And so I was like, you know what? I think you'd be better off with someone else. And he totally is, like a guy that he can relate to, that he looks up to, kind of like a mentor.
Yeah.
And so he has like built a relationship with Jason, his trainer, and he just loves going now. He loves, talking to him, and I'm sure he talks to him about things that he doesn't tell me. So find your child like an adult mentor, and that,
positive role model.
Way. Yeah.
Because it is more difficult. Like my recommendation would be, do it with them, right? Do it with them. Because that's what I've done, but that doesn't work for everybody. And I will admit, it can be frustrating, especially early on, before Riker started taking fitness and lifting weights seriously. He was 11, 12 years old, right? He was still showing like, hey, I want to go to the gym with you. But then when we get to the gym, it's the typical stuff. Oh, this is too hard. Or the form stuff would get really frustrating for him, right? So that's stuff where thankfully I'm a professional. But even though I'm a professional as his dad, I would still get frustrated at sometimes, especially when I know he's capable of something. But we've worked through all that stuff now. So there's some options for you.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Cool. My turn? Dope. Let's see here. This is a good question. This is coming from Jackie Morris in our Facebook group as well. Shout out to Jackie. I was thinking possibly more about alcohol comparisons to how much more food you could eat instead of drinking it away. I know it's a redundant topic. However, we're coming into the holidays and I could use a little kick in the butt, and I think others could as well. I'm on a great streak, but maybe a mindset into the holidays. So essentially, what are some better things to use to have rather than alcohol, like in terms of food? Okay, maybe 150 calories of like one shot of whiskey, right? 150 calories. What can you eat for that instead? People talk about empty calories, right? In terms of food. There's no food or drink that has an empty calorie, but because all food, even soda, provides nourishment to your body, but alcohol doesn't provide any.
Right. And I think I want to take in consideration that alcohol is a poison. Okay.
Right.
There's nothing good about alcohol.
Yeah, it is a poison. So like there's no amount that's going to be healthy for you.
And also alcohol, unlike food, it's going to cause a plethora of situations. Okay. Like let's say you start drinking, then you're going to eat more, then you're going to sleep like shit, and then you're not going to move your body. So it's more than just the empty calories we're talking about. It is a clusterfuck of events that happen with alcohol, unlike food, right? You're not going to go to the fucking hospital because you overate. You're not going to get in a drunk driving accident because you overate. So it's really what happens when you drink rather than the drink and the calories.
I like that.
I think.
Yeah. But also, like, let's say, I'm going to do a quick math here out from Google. Let's see how accurate I am. How many calories in a bottle of wine? Well, 123 calories is in a 5 fluid ounce serving. 625 calories according to this, about for a 750 milliliter bottle, right? So if you drink 4 extra bottles of wine this week, that's 2,500 calories right there. That's
And
almost a pound of
probably
fat.
add an extra 1,000 or 2 of food.
Right.
And then deduct the amount of activity that you're not going to do because of that.
Yeah.
And then deduct the sleep that you're not going to get.
Right.
From
and
that.
you might hear 4 bottles of wine. You're like, I'm not drinking 4 bottles of wine. Maybe like if you're having 2 glasses of wine a night, you could be having 4 bottles of wine a week.
Because
That's a
let's
lot
be
of
real,
calories.
a serving, you're not drinking just a serving. You're drinking probably 2 to 3 servings.
Yeah, and
Because if
calling
you
it
saw
one
what an
serving.
actual
You're
serving
calling
of
it one
wine
serving
was,
and then logging it as
it's
one
not a
serving.
serving. It's more like 3. Like look at an actual serving of wine and you'll be really fucking surprised because no one is
Very
putting their
small.
glass of wine on their fucking scale and pouring it to the amount
like you get
that they should.
at restaurants, at a fine dining restaurant, it's splash. You're like, what the fuck is that? That's disrespectful to give me that amount. No, that's a real serving of alcohol.
That's a serving. So when you guys pour your alcohol, you're giving yourselves 2 to 3 servings.
Just because you're calling it one serving doesn't mean that it's not.
Right.
Be honest here.
So I think it's just safe to say that it's not the alcohol itself, it's everything that happens when you drink the alcohol, right? So you're better off having that appetizer because you're not going to end up eating fucking
the alcohol lowers your inhibitions and makes you feel like you're hungry, right?
And you're like, oh, I once you get that 1, you get that 2, you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have another one. Fuck it. The inhibitions start going down with more you drink, right? And then you're like, oh, the appetizers, fuck yeah, tomorrow's a new day.
Can I tell you something too? I just thought of this. Back when I used to drink a lot, like in my early 20s when I was going to my party days, but I was also trying to get my shit together with my health and fitness when I was still binging and partying on the weekends. One thing I used to do after drinking, I would always, me and my buddies were like, oh my God, I lost 10 pounds yesterday. Like, isn't that cool? We should just keep this going. We used to say shit like that. Like, wow, we're losing weight. Well, yeah, we just drank all day. We barely ate. We didn't, and we're dehydrated. Of course we lost weight. Like that was one of the fucked up ways that we literally justify like, wow, I can lose weight while partying.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
I just thought of that. That memory just came back to me. Okay, your turn, Nerdle.
All right. Hi, not a question, but this is a question. Can you talk about gym strength versus functional strength and how to be adequate in both?
So you're like talking farmer strength versus gym strength? Like farm boys that never go into the gym a day in their life and they're just naturally fucking strong, or what?
Functional strength.
What is functional strength? Like,
yeah, I'm confused.
Like picking something up from the ground? Yeah, go deadlift something. That's functional. The type of weightlifting we're recommending is functional. Strength training is functional.
Right.
We're training movement patterns. It doesn't get much more functional than that.
The core functional movement patterns are what we do every single day, and then they're translated through lifting, right?
Let's talk about the core.
So let's say like a squat, you're sitting and you're getting up. You're sitting and you're getting up. That's functional strength, right?
Yep.
Deadlift, you're picking something up off the ground and you're
picking up your clothes from the ground. You threw out your back. You just deadlifted.
Right. Let's say farmer's carry, you're carrying your groceries into the fucking house. Head press, you're grabbing stuff from above the counter, right?
The cupboards.
The cupboards.
You're pulling things from the back of the cupboard to you, right? You're walking every day, gait. You're twisting.
Going up and down the stairs. You're lunging. You're stepping up. Strength training is functional.
Right. So somebody's selling you a functional fitness program. They're probably like CrossFit or something where they just like, yeah, we're a functional fitness program.
Yeah. Strength training is for functional fitness. Yeah. And that is to be able to live your everyday life.
Doing a burpee, by the way, is not functional, guys.
No, that's chaotic.
Tell me one example where you're going to be doing a fucking burpee in your life.
Never, unless I'm dodging bullets.
Right.
Okay. And I'm not going to be in a fucking war anytime soon. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Stop doing.
That's why they have them do that shit in the army. Why? Because they're dodging bullets.
Right.
All right. They need to get up, down on the fucking ground and up real quick. I don't know.
Fuck burpees at the end of the day.
Burpees. For real. Anyway, so that's a great question. And just know that strength training is functional.
Strength training is functional, especially if we did just identify all the 7 movement patterns, right? We did squat,
I think so.
Push, pull,
press,
hinge,
pull,
gait,
core.
Twisting, and carrying. Yeah.
Yep,
all 7.
we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what? Our program in our Patreon focuses on all
that.
those 7 things.
And all strength training programs should be focused on
all good
that.
strength training programs. Progressive Overload will be doing those things.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Absolutely. Yep.
Here's another strength training
Strength
related
Twain Waney?
question. This is from my anonymous Q&A. How should I structure my exercises? Circuit, straight sets, why? I'm
Here we
not a
go
big
again.
fan. I'm not a big fan of circuit sets of circuiting your workouts. I love straight sets, so that means just doing your set of squats, doing 3 sets of 10 or whatever you have to do, and then moving on to your next movement, whether it's a deadlift, whatever, right? So straight sets with proper rest time are the best way to build muscle, get stronger. Because if you're constantly, we just had this conversation yesterday in our Fit Fat Strong office hours call too, about supersetting and when should I superset, when should I circuit? Because we do a lot of supersets in our workouts with Patreon with our clients. I'm sure you guys do as well. That's usually just a time saver, right? To get
Yeah.
more bang for your buck. But
Right.
so circuits though, not great.
I feel
idea.
like circuits are more like cardio based.
Yeah, so a lot of fitness classes that you'll take at the gym are circuits, are high intensity. They give you the
Yeah.
illusion that you got a really fucking awesome workout because they leave you feeling exhausted.
Yeah.
But just because you're tired and exhausted afterwards doesn't mean it was a good workout. Because here's
Mm-hmm.
what happens when you're doing a circuit for everything. You're doing one movement after another for 5 or 6 movements. You're fucking tired after that first superset. You're working the same group over and over, muscle group over and over and over. It's fatigued. So now the next time you do it, you're more tired. Rather than taking proper rest time, taking 2 minutes in between that set, now you're coming back into the next set already fatigued. So you're not lifting as much. You're not stressing the muscle as much. You're not growing it as much. You're not getting as strong, but you're more exhausted. So you think you're doing something,
Yeah.
right? No, stop doing the circuit workouts. There's a time and a place for circuit workouts. But if your goal is to build muscle, get stronger, change your body composition, slow the fuck down, focus on 5 or 6 movements, do straight sets, get that shit down, then start worrying about circuits and things like that. If you're time consuming wise, time efficiency wise, circuits can be good in a pinch. If you're trying to if you have 60, if you have 30 minutes and you want to get a solid workout in, yeah, do some circuits at the end or do some supersets and things like that.
Follow a plan.
Follow a plan, guys.
That's what I'm adding into it. Follow a fucking
our
plan.
plan. Go
Don't
join
make
our
up your own.
Patreon.
Don't make up your own circuits and shit. I mean, here's the thing. If that gets you moving, making up your own shit, don't stop. I'm not trying to deter you from going to the gym
if that's
at
what you
all.
enjoy, do it.
I want you to go to the gym, enjoy what you're doing, but also if you have goals like building muscle,
seems like they want to make sure they're doing like what's the best for them. And
then you need to follow a plan that focuses on progressive overload. Okay.
Yeah,
which would be from our Patreon.
If you're doing a circuit workout, that's not progressive overload. That's just going balls to the wall, working harder and not working smarter.
Want to work harder, smarter, not harder.
Doing circuits since the 90s, since the 80s, right? Those fucking, what were some of those, the Zumba classes or the jump, I don't know what some of those classes were, the curves and things like that, right? The splat points that you get at doing Orange Theory, right? Splat points, okay, whatever. Circuits, still. So.
And someone asked me in a DM a few days ago, she was like, they're having these classes at the gym and it's a way for me to get in there. I'm scared to do these things on my own. I'm like, go do it. Go do it. Yeah. That's how I started. I started with group classes. You want to know why? Because it was a community. I could show up at the same time all the time. It was fun. But when I got comfortable, that's when you move to the next level, right? You're like, okay, this is great, but I think I need more now. Then you're going to move on because you're more comfortable in the gym. You're going to move to the weights, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the class and move to the weights, but start there. Hey, that's if you're getting in the gym that way, fuck yeah. I'm all about that. I'm not going to deter someone from moving their body ever.
Right.
But
like my client, Kristen, Kristen is a good example of that. She used to do all circuits and all workout classes before coming to me a couple of years ago. But now, since then, in the last 2 years, she's just been doing strength training with 2-3 minute rests and things like that. Now she's so fucking strong. She's built so much muscle, right? She's pressing like 60 plus pounds on her dumbbell bench press. It's insane, right?
Wow.
Going from circuits to just slowing down and doing strength training.
Yep. Love it.
Hells yeah.
All right. You demand, you up.
Oh, cool. This one came from Instagram. It came out when we were doing our promotion for Cured last week for their
Mhm.
Black Cyber Monday, Black Friday promo. So I think this is a great question too here because I don't think we've ever talked about it on the podcast. She said, "Morning, Matt. I'm about to hit place order on my gummies. My question is, if I take Serenity gummies during the day, can I take the nightcap at night? They won't kill me, right?" No, not gonna kill you. In fact,
No.
those two products, the Serenity gummies and the CBN nightcaps, are meant to complement each other.
Yes.
They're microdose, right? So that's, not even a full dose, just enough to give you the calming effect, the stability that you're looking for throughout the day. And then at the end,
Yes.
at the night with the CBD and everything to help calm you and relax you and get you ready for a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely that bundle together, not going to kill you or do anything harmful to you. And we've been seeing a lot of people actually pick up that combo recently because they just had that big sale last week. But even
Yeah.
still, people can still jump on these offers too. With our coupon code, which is 20% off, right? With our
Yep.
coupon code CTC. I think I can't remember if I mentioned it on the podcast last week, but they recently revamped the ingredients and the
Yeah,
flavor
they're good.
profile.
I tried the new ones and I love them
Just a
so
little
much
bit sweeter,
more.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really enjoying them. I've
I
started
do
taking
too.
the Serenity gummies again these past couple of weeks
Hmm.
to help me to be more proactive with my self-care during this time of year. I was like,
Yeah.
shit's about to get crazy.
Funny you say that because I wasn't taking them for a while and then I felt my menopausal ass getting cray. And so I was like, oh,
Interesting.
I haven't taken these in a while. And so I started taking them like 3 days ago and I've actually been noticing that I'm actually a little bit more calm. So they
That's
are really
interesting
fucking
because
helping.
3 days ago
And
you were
I was
like
a
Matt, like
psychotic
I'm a raging
mess.
bitch.
Yeah, seriously. And I'm like, oh, I haven't taken them in a while because, you forget. And
Fuck yeah.
and actually they really fucking help. And I notice it when I don't take them for a little bit. So
And shout out to Kathy too. You've met Kathy. By the way,
yeah,
because I just talked with her today and she's like, I just want to say, like, it's cool that with Beth, as big as her business is and how many clients and coaches she has, she always remembers me whenever I come and meet up with you guys. I'm like, of course she remembers you,
of course.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But Kathy was also recently mentioning her Serenity gummies that she takes at nighttime because that's part of her
Uh-huh.
nighttime routine. She's
Oh, good.
menopausal as well,
Yep.
postmenopause, so that really helps her. So
Good
yeah,
fucking
guys,
times.
coupon
Good
code
times.
CTC, go check it out. Cured Nutrition.
Go check it out. Yeah.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see. Okay, what was the room spray you liked? I can't remember. So that's why I want to answer too, because it was like one that I could just, So it's called Febreze White Pine Juniper Berry. And if it doesn't smell like the fucking forest, I don't want it.
I can't smell it,
So,
Beth.
so good. It's like I like bought out Walmart stock
Did you?
because there was only 4 left. Because it goes that fast. It's a limited edition. And literally, I fucking hate anything but like if it smells like a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's what I love. And so everyone buys it out because it's that. I don't know why they don't carry it all year, but it's just a seasonal thing. But it's Febreze White Pine Mist. It smells so good. I literally spray it and walk into it. Okay, your thoughts on the carnivore diet? I just like the idea of eating steak every day.
If you like the idea of eating steak every day, fucking eat steak every day.
Then
You don't
have
have
a
to go
fucking
full
steak,
carnivore
but
to
you
do that.
need a potato with it and some fucking broccoli. Okay. Don't just have a steak and butter. Carnivore is probably the most harmful diet that anybody can fucking do.
I agree. And
Do not
I think the
recommend,
research is going to
would
support that long
never
term.
fucking recommend high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart disease. No, thank you. We need fiber, gut health, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Fiber literally helps to combat all those things that Beth just mentioned.
It literally, fiber is a disease prevention method. You know what I'm saying? Like colon cancer,
They talking about detoxing and cleansing. That's what fiber fucking does,
you
y'all.
want to have lower cholesterol? Eat adequate fiber. And I know this because I've
You
experienced
did it.
this and I just had like over 6 months ago new blood work from having high cholesterol and I added more fiber because I wasn't really focusing on it as much as I should, even though I know I should. I just got complacent. And so now I literally focus on fiber all the time. I make sure I get at least 30 grams a day. I'm hitting 48 grams a day at this point because of the Doughjoy bread.
Yeah. Well, it's so easy.
So yeah. So no to carnivore. Fuck carnivore. That's what I say. I used to say fuck keto, but carnivore is worse.
Right. I need to make a fuck carnivore shirt.
You do. You do.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. This is a good one because this one comes from Sean, the real
The
Slim
real Slim
Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Yeah. Shout
What's
out to
up?
Sean. What up, boy?
What's up, friend?
So he was
How
on
are
our
you?
podcast a while back,
Yes,
actually,
he
as a
was.
listener. That's crushed it.
He's
So
amazing.
this is a fun little update from him.
We were having fun during the election. He got in my comment section and was fucking
Did he?
going off at
Which
people.
is funny because he's
Oh,
Canadian.
I love it. Well, it was
Yeah.
about the processing and the ingredients in food and,
Oh, I see.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so he said, "Hey Matt, it's Sean. I've been around the same weight now for over a year. Small victory as I've mastered maintenance without trying.
Fuck
Yes, I
yeah.
appreciate that you highlighted that, Sean. Any tips for getting back on track with maintaining a calorie deficit? I have been
Mm.
struggling with food noise
Hmm.
around snacking. So the food noise thing is what is alarming in a way, because if you're struggling with food noise, I think Sean, I don't know if you have been intentionally in maintenance or not, or if that's just been like, hey, as at least I've maintained throughout this time.
Right.
So my advice, only because I know you and we've talked a lot and you've been on the podcast, so we know your story, and this applies to a lot of people too. I think you might need a diet break. If he's
Mm.
struggling with food noise when he's trying to get into a calorie deficit, I think he needs to address why he's feeling this food noise. My hunch is that while he's been in maintenance, I don't know if he was intentionally in maintenance. So I feel like what that means is like,
We need more context, I think, huh?
yeah. So that's the way I'm approaching this conversation. This question is, he was trying to lose weight. He didn't, but he didn't gain either, and he maintained. So he's happy with that. But I still feel like
Okay.
maybe he was trying to lose and wasn't. So if you were trying to lose and you didn't, I think right now just being intentional with maintaining, I think might be a good idea. Just to take a break from being a calorie deficit and letting the food chatter, the food noise quiet down.
Yeah.
Because dieting, right, losing fat can be very mentally exhausting. So if you've been trying to lose fat and lose weight all year and you only maintained, you're probably diet fatigued right now.
Hmm.
That's my kind of opinion. What is your thoughts on that one?
This is also maybe I can take it from the other aspect.
Yeah.
Like, what does your diet look like? What does it consist of? Like, are you eating big meals or are you eating mini meals? Like, are you
Hmm.
prioritizing fiber and protein?
Yeah, we don't know a lot, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would make sure that your meals were upped in the fiber and the protein, that you were actually including foods that you do love, right? And setting your environment up for success.
Yeah.
Maybe stop buying the fucking snacks, Sean. Do you know what I'm saying? Buy the single snack bags if you want, but set your environment up for success so that you're not snacky. And also maybe look at the reasons why you're snacky. Are you going through something more emotional? Are you stressed out? Why do you want to reach for the snacks? Why are you consistently thinking about the snacks? Are you not
Right.
happy in some aspect? I think there's a lot to examine, but also
For
I think
sure.
we need more
Yeah.
to
That's
really
a
give
great
you a concrete answer,
yeah, that's a great answer. I just reread his question, and at the end he said, "I've mastered maintenance without trying." So to me, that means that's like this is the happy ending at the end, right? Like, oh, at least I
Hmm.
didn't lose or gain any weight, right? So
Right.
a lot of good perspective there
Hmm.
for how you can handle that. And of course, message
Yeah.
us and we'll talk further.
Yep.
Cool. Your turn, or no? Do we want to do like one or two more? One more
Yeah.
each?
Oh, yeah. It's 12:25 and I have to eat lunch before I have my speaking course. Let's see.
I found a good one too. If you want me to queue one up before
Yeah, you do that and I'll do the last one.
Okay, this comes from anonymous Q&A, and this is we'll have to think a little bit, I think. What's been your favorite or best accomplishment for your fitness/health? I like this question.
What is your
What
favorite?
what has been your favorite or best accomplishment for your fitness and health? So
Oh, we can, yeah, that's
rapid
a good one.
fire on the spot, because it's the first time I've read this question. I'm gonna say how I've been able to evolve over time with my health and fitness. Because going from when I first started my health and fitness journey, where I just started going from cardio, running to lose fat, to lose weight, to finding strength training, falling in love with strength training. And then I started bodybuilding there for a couple of years and trying to, be happy through by changing my body. Didn't work. Then I fell in love with powerlifting, I'm getting really strong. And now I've fallen in love with hiking, and well, I've always loved hiking, but running, trail running, and cross training. So that's what I'm
Hmm.
proudest of, is my ability to pivot and evolve as my own personal life has changed. You know, my fitness looks a lot different than it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's probably going to look different as well. So that's what I'm most proud of, is my ability to stick with it for 10 plus years now and continue to evolve and do new things and try new things. That's what I'm proud of.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think for me, I'm proudest of the fact that I'm no longer chasing skinny and I'm chasing strong. And that is still a mind fuck, because the scale still continues to go up, and it's very hard, but it's also, my body is changing. Muscle weighs something. And that has been the most challenging, is not to immediately want to go into a deficit consistently. Right.
Which maybe you could have, if you had not been having a coach guide you. That's
the thing. It's like, I have a coach guiding me. I've had a coach guiding me, and trusting the process, I think, is a huge win. Trusting the process.
Because this has been very intentional for you for a couple of years. And I'm thinking back to some of our clients right now that have been with us for about 2 years. And it's been a long process for them too, with having to break up with that scale and being intentional with eating more food, and, you know, not letting the scale impact them when they're building and growing, because they've been doing these things for so long that they know that they kind of continue doing them. The Weight Watchers way, or cutting everything out way, right? So they needed time to build. And now 2 years into it, we're seeing, as you do with your clients, like, you've been slowly increasing your body weight for the last year and a half, but now it's stable and we're actually going down, and you're going to be heavier, but you're going to be leaner too, right? Like, it's pretty fucking cool when you do it and give it.
It's pretty crazy when you look back at even photos of me in 2020, and my coach even has to remind me of this. She's like, look what you look like in 2020, 2021 compared to now. She's like, I can't even believe the amount of muscle that you've gained. When I look at it like that, I'm like, holy fuck. That's the kind of shit that keeps me going. I'm still wearing the same size clothing. Nothing really is changing, but the fucking scale is really psychotic. And I get it, you guys. It's really hard, because in your mind, you're used to chasing a smaller number consistently your entire life, myself included, right? I grew up with a mother that dieted and always wanted to be smaller. That's what I grew up with. That was ingrained in my fucking head. And so I understand the frustration, but you also have to trust the process and understand you cannot keep doing the same things and expect change.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I want to see muscle striation, right? But how am I going to do that without building it? Shoulder striation. You're
not going to build it by restricting your calories.
Exactly. And so I've been for 2+ years now, I've been doing this. I've been in like one deficit recently in like 2+ years.
Yeah.
So
anybody that's been listening to us for a while knows that.
You see, I post like, I've even showed photos of like, this is what I was like just a few years ago. And this is what I thought. I just wanted to keep getting smaller. Right. But now I'm 10 pounds heavier and more muscular. Mama. Yeah. That's my biggest accomplishment, I have to say, for sure.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Happy for you. Thanks, there,
Matt.
Nerdle. Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you have one question to take us off with?
Take us out?
Okay, we'll do it live.
What are your thoughts on intuitive eating?
Ooh, intuitive eating. Well,
not a diet,
Not a diet.
It's not for fat loss.
My thoughts on intuitive eating are, so many people get intuitive eating wrong. Because I hear intuitive eating being used with weight loss. I'm like, fuck off. That's not what it's for. Intuitive eating is not a weight loss tool.
I can intuitively eat a half a fucking pizza. Okay.
I would disagree with that, honestly, because that's not listening to your intuition. I think intuitive eating, that's a whole, it's because intuitive eating is about your relationship with food. That's what it is. It's not about the amount of food that you're eating and what you're eating. It's about your relationship with the food. It's about breaking up with diet culture and breaking up with food rules. At its core, that's what it's about.
Right.
But intuitive eating helps you to not eat an entire pizza when you are eating it.
Right.
I guess. And I'm not an intuitive eating coach. What are our thoughts on intuitive eating? I love it. I'm not a coach for it. I think it's great for the right person. But if you have goals where you want to change your body, where you want to improve your health, that intuitive eating is not the framework for you, because it is a framework for people that struggle with disordered eating. It's usually used in a clinical. You
just want to maintain your weight, and you know how to intuitively eat because you know what portions look like and things like that. I would call that like maintenance without tracking calories, intuitive.
That's more mindful and mindful eating, and I agree, because that's where we want to be, is maintenance without tracking and things like that. I want to be very clear when we're talking about intuitive eating, and like,
I'm just not an intuitive eating like professional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like there's dietitians that are intuitive eating dietitians,
For
and
sure.
that's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's not a part of fat loss at all.
Right.
So
It should not, intuitive eating and weight loss, fat loss should not even be uttered in the same sentence. If your coach is
right.
teaching you intuitive eating and you're also trying to lose weight or improve your performance, change your body, any of those things, no, it's not what it's for. Look up
Right.
Intuitive Eating by Evelyn Trobel, I think her name is, the registered dietitian that created it back in the 90s. There's 8 rules of intuitive eating, and none of them have anything to do with weight loss. And none of them have to do with your body. It's literally breaking up with the idea of weight equals healthy, weight equals happy. Yeah.
Yep.
So
All right.
there we go. That was great, man. We never have enough time for these episodes.
I know.
None of our episodes
right?
in general.
Yeah, we definitely didn't get to answer all of them. So sorry, guys, but we'll have more of these.
Absolutely. We should start doing these more regularly.
Yeah.
And then
sure.
I love what you mentioned earlier too about reposting some of that older episode. Let's do that over this coming holiday season as well. A lot of my favorite podcasts, that's usually what they do during the holidays, because they're taking time off and stuff themselves.
Yeah, we can release it on like a Monday and a Friday.
Yeah, we'll do like bonus
something
episodes.
like that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Agree.
Do it.
Fuck yeah.
All
right, I have to go and get ready for my next. I'm taking a course. Do that. I got to eat. Moving
Rock and roll, Nerdle. It was great chatting with you.
Fucking hump day.
Hey, everybody.
Have a great rest of your day, guys.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, so why not share with a friend who needs to hear it? Send us a DM on Instagram or email us at cutthecrappod@gmail.com and join our Patreon at patreon.com/cutthecrappodcast. As always, we appreciate you and thanks for being here.